Hi guys, what's up? So, I'm doing the Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secret review. I'm gonna tell you my favorite chapters and why. So I have everything written here, and I'm gonna tell you the name of each chapter. So let's start. It's gonna be fun, and I'm going to start soon, like tomorrow or today actually, reading the next book. Yeah. So there's 18 chapters, so I'm gonna rate 18. Yeah, from 8 the lowest. So my 18th place is the first chapter, the worst birthday. I just don't like this episode because this episode is mainly like this is half of the episode is just Harry being miserable at this house and insufferable. But you just literally treat him like a dog. And then the other half is the name conclusion, having a conclusion of the last episode. So there's just not a lot to this episode except like Harry going through it and being treated like a fucking like Dobby is. Like Dobby is treated, he's treated like that. When nobody should be treated like that, okay? And that's just it's my least favorite. It just is. And in 17th place is the second episode, Dobby's Warning, which is where Dobby appears. I mean, I like Dobby, but not in this chapter, because why are you telling him to just stay in this miserable situation? It's like Harry and Hagrid and Dobby have something in common. They're like mean good, but sometimes they do really foolish stuff that really can get Harry killed. Like it really happened in this episode with both. Like Harry could have gotten them killed in one episode, and Dobby literally could have gotten him killed multiple times during this episode. Like so many times he could have died because of Dobby. It's so insane. But like, and the other part is like, but I still like it more than the other one because more is happening. Like Dobby says something that is interesting. Like there's a mystery that he's saying that there's a warning that something going to happen. Oh, so there's something interesting happening in this episode, but like it's still not. It's just like kind of like in the same note as the first one. Just something more happens, but like Harry treated so badly. Just so frustrating to read. Anyway, in 16th place is episode 6, chapter 6, which is Gilderoy Lockhart. So we get to introduce to Lockhart more. I mean, we get to know him in another episode, in like a few episodes ago. But yeah, in the 6th episode, we get to know him in the 4th episode. But this is where like we get to know that he's a teacher, and it's so fascinating. But like this chapter is in low because not a lot is happening in this episode. Like this basically daily basis. I mean, it's still good. It's like above like. If I put the category like 1 and 2, the 18 and 17 places, like episode 1 and episode 2, like chapter 1, chapter 2, they'll be like in my lowest tier, like D, and then 6 will be in like above it. It's like it's not the best episode, but it's not the worst. It's like fine. Like we get the daily basis, like they're going to classes, things happening, interactions a little bit. We get to know a little bit of this. They serve the tension in this episode. I don't know if it's in this episode, but like not a lot is happening. Gilderoy Lockhart, he's hilarious. That is the highlight of this episode. Like Gilderoy just like hilarious, but like besides that, nothing really happens. And yeah. In 15th place is chapter 14, and it's Cornelius Fudge. So it's this in this episode is the one where Hagrid, Harry and Ron go to his house to ask him about the attacks and if he's related to it. But then the headmaster, the ministry head, like that guy, he comes and like take him to Azkaban with Dumbledore, and they like also suspend Dumbledore. Yeah. It's just in this lower category because in other episodes more is happening. I mean, something is happening in it, but it's not too much. It's like, okay. And also, it's just not what is happening, and just it's not even good. Yeah. In 14th place is episode chapter 7, Mudblood. What is it? Mudblood and Murmurs. So this is the episode where Malfoy insults Hermione when she tells him that he got into the Quidditch because he became a seeker and gave all of the players like a really clever, like the most expensive brooms to like so they can be fast. So like Hermione said, at least nobody had to buy their way in, which is what Malfoy did. So Malfoy like said this insult to her, which is very severe in this world. And it just a lot is happening, so that's why it's above it. At this point every chapter is like not bad, it's just this better episode. Okay, so this is how I rank it. And then also we get the explanation of it with Hagrid, and also Harry starts to hear the voices in the of the snake. Yeah, spoiler. Spoilers alert. I have to say it. Spoilers. This is of course with spoiler. I should put it in the title with spoiler when I post it. But that starts, so it's getting really interesting. It's getting really like heavy. It's heavier than people getting attacked. This is what it starts. At the end of this episode, Mrs. Norris, which is Fletcher's cat, gets attacked. So that's when it starts. It's really getting interesting in here. Episode 5, the Whomping Willow, which is the episode where Ron and Harry missed the train because Dobby prevented them from that, and they just surpassed so many laws, and at the end of it they like get punished. But it is such an interesting and fun episode in a way. It's just like mischievous in a way, and it's fun. It is. Anyway, episode in number 12, it's episode chapter 8, which is the Death Day Party, which is when Nick has a birthday party, and like Harry almost gets into trouble with Fletcher. But that's before Norris's like thing. Norris is getting attacked. So they're getting in, like, and Nick saves him and helps him, and like Harry promised to go to this party with them, so he goes to that. And wait, no, this is when the attack happened with the Norris. This is how it ends in the other episode. Sorry, I confused it. Yeah. So they in that party, and there's like a lot of things happening. It's really interesting. Really interesting episode. Yeah, a chapter. I don't know. Whatever. I'm a mess in this. I'm a mess. I don't know. But it's a really interesting episode, so that's why it's about. Yeah. Episode, and in number 11 is episode chapter 15, which is the Aragog, or like Aragog, actually is how you say it. It's the chapter when they get into the Forbidden Forest and they get attacked by these spiders that this is what I'm saying. This is the episode where Hagrid could have killed them because he told them to follow the spider and they almost killed them. Like the only thing they discovered is that Hagrid is not in fault, but honestly they could have died in the attempt to find that. So that's what I'm saying. Dobby and Hagrid both have that in common. They're like very endearing and very cute. They're very endearing characters, but they have like this stupid a little bit. A little stupid, or like Dobby remember me like a baby. Same with Hagrid, they both behave, Anyway, so they get attacked, so a lot's happening in here. Number 10 is The Secret Diary. This is the episode when Harry finds the diary and then writes in it, and it writes back. An interesting episode. It's very fascinating to go with him to this memory, and like it's fascinating experience to go through with him. And also we get to know Tom Riddle, what Voldemort at the end of it. Voldemort. Who he is, and he like made like Hagrid confess that it was his attack, but it wasn't. Like he framed it. I forgot the word for it. He framed Hagrid even though he was not in fault. It was him, and that's the episode. Yeah. In number 9 is the last episode, which I know, but yeah, this episode is more like a summary, which is a still fun episode part of it. It's the Dobby reward. It's still fun to see the conclusions with like Dumbledore talking with Harry. I always love that part when they talk about the reflection of what happened this year, of like what's in Harry's mind and his feeling, and what he always have like some type of questions, and Dumbledore kind of answered and always answered very wisely, and it's very insightful to know about his story and why he is like this, like Harry is like this powerful, and like why is he like so like special, and so yeah, and Dobby gets to be free, so that's also fun. So it's a fun episode, just not the best. It's basically just a summary, and it's a happy ending, and like they also win and the Cup Award. Yeah. Anyway, in a chapter in position in top 8, that's where we at, is the Bludger. No, it's the Rogue Bludger, not just a Bludger. I don't remember how they call it in English. It's the one where we have a Quidditch game, and I love the Quidditch game. It's with Malfoy, and the Malfoy is so stupid. In the movies, I just watched the movie. They like make it like that Malfoy also chooses the snitch. It's not stupid, but in the books, what's so fun about it is like Malfoy is so busy like making fun of Harry because the Bludger is attacking him. By the way, Dobby did that again, trying to kill him, save him, kill him. Same thing basically. But like Malfoy is so busy like laughing and like making fun of Harry that he didn't even notice like he had literally a snitch here in like literally in his ear, and this is stupid. And then like Harry comes to take the snitch, and Malfoy like goes away. It's such a fun episode. And then we also get to discover a little bit, like Dobby tells them a little bit of things, so it's very interesting. Also in this episode we get Lockhart just so injured in this thing. He so Harry got injured because the Bludger did hit him, because it was enchanted by Dobby. It did hit him at the end, and Lockhart tried to fix it, and instead he got to be have no bones. So creepy to watch it in the movie. It's disgusting, honestly. But in number 7 is chapter 3, which is the Burrow. Yeah, So in this episode, we escape the Dursleys. So anytime we escape the Dursleys, it's always such a good episode because it's finally free. It's like each chapter, it's like we are like close with him, this suffocating like experience with him, and we get to be free with him. Anytime Ron comes to Ron with the twins comes to like help him, and then we go to the house, and it's just such a warm, loving house, and just the best feeling ever to enter this house. And like Harry's so in awe and everything because it's such a magical place. It's like a magical house. It's not like his house because he's living with Muggle, and it's not like that. It's insanely warm. He's so loved in that house. It's interesting. It's so insane how much they love him more than like the Dursleys. The Dursleys hate him. It's actually insane. Like, how can you treat someone like that? Like, they like literally treat him so bad. It's annoying. I have to speak about it. It's so annoying how that he has to go through that. Why can't he live there? Like, if I was him, I wouldn't mind like literally not going to Hogwarts. If I know I have magic, I just never go to Hogwarts, but I would never go to stay in my house. I could never do that. That is such a rough thing that he has to go through every single book. It's so frustrating. It's frustrating. In next as well, but I read all the books already, but it's just frustrating. Yeah. I know, it's just such a warm episode, and like it gets so much love, and it's the best. I just love seeing that. I love reading that. It's just the best cozy feeling ever. It's one of my favorite episodes. In top 6, chapter 16, the Chamber of Secrets. The name of this book. I love. By the way, I love this cover. I think it's like my favorite cover. Like, so pretty. I love this blue, and I just love the red as well. I love red. Red is my favorite color, and it's just so pretty. And in this episode, is the one where Ginny gets kidnapped into the Chamber of Secrets with the diary. Not really kidnapped, she's taken. She's been possessed, and they get to know that by listening to the teacher because they were about to like go to the morning meeting to like ask her stuff, and then they go to Lockhart, and he's so funny. Lockhart is hilarious, but like they go to him, and like he was trying to escape because the teacher still told him to take care of it because Lockhart was like, I know what the Chamber of Secrets, I know it, I can do it, and like he was about to escape when they like asked him go do that then, like because they like didn't want him in the room with them because nobody likes him. Anyway, so they go to him, and they discover that he made, because he's like an author that did all these things, but it's all a lie because he like took the stories and like made them forget with like a charm. It's so stupid, and like Harry and Ron are so angry. It's so funny, and then like he about to hit him, but like Harry meets the go Expelliarmus. It doesn't happen like that in the movie, but it's like that in the books. And it is so funny. And then we go to the Chamber of Secrets. We get to know the way. We ask Myrtle where it is, and the next chapter is we go into that. So, and we start to get into that. We jump in and we land. We see the the Snape thingy that like he goes out of. I forgot how that goes. It's giant, and it's the thing that like comes out of the snake. I don't know how to call it. And this is where we end that episode basically. And Lockhart tried to like make them like again trying to use Ron. Like he like attacked Ron and tried to like make him forget. Doing that charm that he tried to do in the but it's like taken back because Ron like thing is broken. So what does the whole season and he done only bad things with nothing, like the one is not working. He needs a new one, but poor boy doesn't have the money. Anyway, wait, what to finish this? In the fifth place, I'm a little tired. I just went back from work, but I want to finish this. Let's try something. I have to lean on something I'm very, very. I'm sorry. That's good enough. I just, my back hurts, so I have to lean on something. Anyway, in the fifth place, chapter 12 is the episode where they drink the polymity juice. Polymity, yeah. And they like, it's such a fun episode. So much happened. It's so like mischievous. I love this kind of episode where like we go into these adventures and like do risky stuff, and we get to know all this like type of spell that we can do. I love that. So in this we go, Harry and Ron go to Malfoy and see if he's the Slytherin ancestor. Yeah, but he's not. They discovered that he's not. But it's like a whole funny scenes in the movie as well. They made it really, really funny because like it's just funny to see them trying to act like them. It's very fascinating, but Hermione can come in because of what happened to her with because she took the wrong hair. She became like really funny. But it's a very fun episode. So I'm trying to be very short about it because oh my god, yeah, I don't want this to be too long. Chapter in top 4 is chapter 4. Actually, that's kind of funny. Is, how do you call that? The last one was called the polyjuice. The polyjuice potion. Yeah, that's what that was called. And then in 4th place is the At Flourish and Blast or Blast. So in this episode, we still in the Burrow, which is Ron's house, and again, it starts with that. It's a good start. It ends also on a high note. I love that episode because of that. It like starts so warm, so beautiful. So that we in the house and we go daily basis things, and like, it's not really daily basis. It's like magical, but like it's their daily basis. And it's just so warm and cozy, and Harry's so loved. So I love that. And then, you know what, I just explained it. And then they go to Diagon Alley, but like with this little, with magic, but like Harry didn't use it. It's like a they go into like a thing and he puts like a thing. I forget everything, like literally everything. How do you say it? Dust. Okay. He takes this like dust that it's magic and goes into this like thing. It puts a fire and they go into this other place. It's like a transfer. No. Anyway, whatever. He tries to go to the Diagon Alley, but he like hesitates because you have to say it clearly for like you to go to exactly the place. But he hesitates and he ends up in like this dark alley that is like in a Diagon Alley. Diagon Alley is like in there, but it's like a very dark. There's all sorts of witches and like bad people. So he ends up in a shop there, and he like finds Malfoy dad and like Malfoy, Draco Malfoy, and like they're talking about like selling an object. It's very mysterious. It's kind of like a foreshadow, and then they go so that's the whole thing, and then they continue. He finds Hermione, and then they go into this shop. This is where it gets really interesting. It's like spicy and like suspense, not really spicy in either way. And they go into that shop where Lockhart is. That's when we get introduced to him, and it's already so hilarious. But like, and like Ron's that like love Sam is so funny. But, anyway, like they are there. Lockhart knows him, and like Harry, and takes Harry and takes photo with him because he knows Harry is more famous than him, even though he pretends that it's not in the book later on. And then Malfoy hears them, and he enters, and he makes a whole thing. And, like you can enter a bookshop without like even like whatever, without being photographed and like and it's a whole thing, and then his dad gets in, and like it's a whole fighting, like the Ron dad, I forget his name, but Weasley, Don Weasley, Mrs. Weasley, Miss Weasley, whatever. I'm all over the place. I'm so sorry, but they start a fight. They actually fist him in the movie. They don't say that, but they actually bite. Like they actually like go on. So that's why it's a very intense. It starts really warm, really cute, and then goes into like, this intense moment. And number 3 is chapter 17. This is where everything comes down to it. Everything is happening in this episode. We get to know who Tom Riddle is. We see Ginny there. It's just so much is happening, so action packed. I don't think it's a little bit convenient, especially in the books. It's the only one where I say it. I actually like the way the movie did this last scene a little better because it's a little less convenient, because in this the bird lady just does everything for him. In the movie it's a little bit like that as well, but I think Harry figured out some of the things by himself. So I like that. Yeah. Basically that's and then we get to discover what the genie was being possessed. We get to know about Tom Riddle so much in this book. Actually, we get a lot of this background a little bit, and in this as well. Like we get to know he's a half Muggle, that he was raised in a orphan. Like, they don't really explain much in the movie, but in the book you get to know he was an orphan. That he was he was like trying to stay. Yeah. Anyway, everything comes down to this episode, so yeah. Twice so high. In number 2 is chapter 11, which is the Dueling Club. Yeah, right. Its name is the Dueling Club. A lot is happening in this episode. Just so much. It's just such a fun to experience this dueling thing. It's absolutely so fun. It's exciting and everything. Honestly, I might put 3 and 2 in the same place. I think it's a hand in hand. I would not say one is above the other. Both of them are really good. I'm just thinking about it now, and like they're both the same to me. Yeah. So a lot happens in this book. Everybody hates Harry in this, but like so many things happen. I don't remember a lot, but the dueling part is really fun, and then there's a lot of drama. Like Harry discovers that he can talk with Snape. A lot of happened in that episode. A lot of it is happening here. In my number 1 is chapter 9, and it's called The Writing on the Wall, or Writing on the Wall, which is where, yeah. So Norris just got attacked, and everything is drama. It's so funny, it's so it's so intense, and so like it's the thick of everything. It's like when everything is happening at a time, like it's the peak like mystery. What is happening? That's why it's the best episode. It just leaves you wanting to read all the books. Like this is where these two episodes, it's like where I couldn't stop reading, and I kept going and going and going and going because it was so fascinating and so captivating. So yeah, after reading that, I was like, I need to do another chapter, because I had a set pace to do 2 chapters each day, and maybe if I can have I go another one, but I went 4 in a row, and it was really really fun. Anyway, that's the end of my review to this book. We'll see each other next on my Harry Potter and the Prison of Azkaban. Actually, I'm planning on doing a K-pop video, not now, but I want to talk about Taylor Swift and TXT. So stay tuned, and I will do that and talk about them. And that's it. So I can start reading the next book. That's it. Ciao, ciao, bye.